Okay, so today's Yin Yoga practice, we're going to do a little bit more work into our wood element. Just like when we practice Qigong for the wood element, this will be focused on our hips, on our shoulders. Let's just start the practice, just allowing ourselves to arrive, to be here. Make sure you're in a comfortable seated position. No props today in our yoga practice, but if you can sit on a block or a book or something that'll just raise your spine or your tailbone a little higher than your knees. And we'll just start our practice as always, taking our arms to the side, inhaling to lift up. And as we sigh out, just allow the hands to come down in front of the body. Just follow the breath. When the next breath comes, palms lift up. And as you sigh out, allow everything to be heavy. And one more time. So we'll start our yin practice today in our butterfly shape. You might just bring the feet together. You can stay on the block if you like, or you might like to come down to the floor. Whatever works for you. And just experiment maybe by taking your feet a little further away or a little closer into the tailbone. Upper body, we just want it to be heavy. Just heading heavy in front of the body. And you might just take a moment to find your kidney one point, the Yongchen point. It's right below the ball of the big toe. So you might press one foot into the other. And if your feet don't quite make it to connect, that's okay too. Just bring your energy under that spot. And you might like to just focus attention on the belly. As you breathe in, your belly expands out towards the thighs. And as you sigh out, just feel the navel come back towards the spine. You might start to notice the quality of your breath, how fast or slow it might be. Whether it feels smooth or a little jumpy or scattered. Whether it's high in your throat or shoulders or deep in the belly, just notice the qualities on this day. If you have any pain in your lower back, you might like to come back up to sit tall, take a breath, and then just fold down again. We'll just be here a minute or two. I like to take one more deep breath. Side out, let it go. Slowly lifting your head up. Take the hands a little bit behind the body, and we're going to take our feet out wide. So just whatever range of movement you have, we want sensation in our hip joints. You might like to just walk the hands in front a little again. Let the head be heavy. You might notice a little bit of sensation down the back of the legs, as well as the hip joint. Bring your attention back to the breath. At the end of your next breath, draw the legs back in, walk the hands back. We're going to come down onto our back. So if you're on a block, take it out. And just come down all the way onto the back. You might like to just draw the knees into the chest, maybe rock a little. See if you can press down through the back of the skull, letting your neck be long and shoulders heavy. We're going to extend our right leg long, flat to the ground, and take our left foot up towards the sky. Drop that left hip bone down. And if you're reaching your arms up, see if you can drop your shoulders back to the ground and then just take them back up. So we're not reaching our arms up, we're letting our shoulders, our back be heavy and wide. And you'll probably feel that bend in your knee, that's okay. You might like to just trace that full length of the spine from base of the tailbone in between the shoulders, the back of the neck, right to the back of the skull. And you invite a little smile on the corners of the mouth, just letting any scowling tension in your jaw or cheeks just soften and relax. Take 2 more breaths here. Extend that leg long, just take it down to the ground. You might notice your left leg and right leg feel a little differently right now. Whenever you're ready, no rush, just lift that right leg up. Again, just take the arms to the side of the leg. We're not trying to pull it into the body. We're just pressing the foot up towards the ceiling. You might just rest your hands loosely on the side of the leg, but keep the shoulders down on the ground. And you might even wiggle your shoulders a little further away from the ears, just making sure the neck is long, the head heavy. Can you drop down through that right hip? Just trying to keep the tailbone even. Once you're settled, come back into the pattern of your breath, belly expanding when you breathe. At the end of your next breath, let's take that leg down, prop yourself up onto your elbows, just come up slowly, lifting the head. And you might like to just rock feet or knees out side to side. We'll come back into our seated position. And this time we're going to take our left leg underneath, right leg on top, and we'll see if we can stack our knees. Now, everybody's body looks a little different in this shape, so just bring your feet to the side of the body. Maybe your knees don't line up exactly, that's okay. We're looking for a strong sensation in our hips. Upper body can just be heavy. You might notice a little bit of sensation down the outside of your leg, iliotibial band, a band that runs in between our iliac crest and our tibia bone. Once you feel settled in this shape, follow the breath again. Notice wherever your mind is taking you on this day. Often, especially in lockdown, we get drawn towards the news, we get drawn towards this idea of fixing, of solutions to problems. And that may not always serve us. Sometimes cleverness can undermine us, make us feel anxious and a little crazed. So today you might just embrace this yin idea of curiosity, of exploration, of emptiness. We just remind ourselves we're always at the beginning of whatever we don't know. And just focus on that. Focus on ourselves. You might remember that line from the Tao Te Ching. If you realize that all things change, there's nothing you'll try to hold on to. Trying to control the future is like trying to take the master carpenter's place. If you take the master carpenter's tools, chances are you'll cut off your hand. I think this means there's just a natural order to the universe, and with all our might, with all our trying, with all our will, we can't change it too much. And as we bring our attention back into ourselves, maybe we change a bit of our habit energy, moving towards space and clarity, and in this way, maybe we have a more profound effect on everyone around us. Just be here for a few more breaths. As you feel that strong sensation in the hips, just notice that it's there. Allow that discomfort not to overwhelm you. We can always choose where we take our attention. You might just invite the next breath into the body, send it to the hips. Now let's slowly untangle the legs. We're going to bring our right foot to the floor and take our knee behind. So we're coming up into a kind of dragon shape. Just take the leg back as far as you feel comfortable with going. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Just let the upper body be heavy. So now, same feeling in that right hip joint. You might also feel this a little bit on the inside of your thigh. Maybe even a little on the quad muscle at the back leg. Let's slowly take that right foot back. And you might like to just roll through the hips a little bit, just inviting energy to flow back through. Maybe rolling through the spine as well. We'll come back into our seated position. This time, right leg underneath, left leg on top. And bring the feet by the side of the hips. You might notice this side feels a little different than the other. Once you feel that strong sensation in each hip, just let your head be heavy. Come back into the breath. Each yin practice, we invite in stillness. So if you feel monkey mind taking you off into fixing things, changing things, controlling things, just invite yourself back to feel into this energy of stillness. You might tell yourself, every time your mind needs more, wants more, needs to know more, understand more, you might tell yourself, I already know. Just trust our body's intuition. The problem in life is not usually that we don't know, it's that we don't remember. We know what we're meant to do in order to be well, to be happy. We tend to be stuck in our habits, stuck in our patterns. Instead of trying to find an answer today, just move into the space. Two more breaths here. One last shape for our hip. This time we take our left foot to the floor. Right leg comes behind the body. Bring your hands under your shoulders and just slowly take your right leg behind. Head stays heavy, upper body heavy. And as you feel into that sensation in the left hip, you might like to just invite the breath there, opening through that hip with your next breath. take 3 more breaths here. Let's take that left foot back. You might like to just roll through the hips again. Maybe roll through the spine. And when you're ready, just bring the whole body down to the mat. Arms down by the side of the body. Just let everything be heavy. Let's bring our hands under the shoulders. We're just going to thread our right arm underneath and across the body. Keep the body heavy. You might like to rest your forehead on your arm or just on the ground. We're looking for a strong sensation in the outside of the top of our shoulder. Body can be heavy, lying over the arm. When you're ready, with your left leg, we're going to bend that knee and just slowly raise that knee up towards the extended arm. So we're just opening through our left hip. Let's take our left hand to meet the right hand across from the body. Take a big breath in. As we sigh out, we're going to take that left hand, lift it high, and slowly roll and open our body, keeping the knee heavy, twisting the spine, take the arm all the way over. Just allow your body to slowly open up. You might like to turn the neck, look towards the left hand. Let's slowly take the arm back over the body. And extend the leg out. We're going to come to the other side, this time threading our left arm under the body. Drop the body down over the top. You might like to just rest your head down or rest it on the forearm. Just feel that strong, heavy sensation into the top of the left shoulder this time. Let's bend our right knee, slowly take it along the ground, extending it out towards the left arm. Now we'll bring our hands out to meet each other out from the side of the body. Take a big breath in. Keeping the knee heavy, we'll take that right hand over the body, slowly opening out, twisting the spine. And I like to just take a deep breath, sigh out. And this time we're going to just take our knee over the body so we roll back onto our back. We'll be facing the opposite direction, that's okay. Bring your arms by the side of the body. You might like to roll the thumbs out to the ground, just pulling off your shoulder blades a little. Allow your feet to flop out. Just scan through the whole back of the body, just noting all the parts that connect with the earth. Done a deep practice into hips and shoulders and elements of our wood element, our springtime connection with the earth. As the weather gets warmer and we feel that sense of expansion, we stay deeply rooted close to the ground, following our path. invite you to notice wherever your mind is taking you, whether drifting forward or back. Take one more deep breath. Side out. You might like to wiggle fingers or toes. Maybe take the arms above the head, stretching out, big yawn. And then let's roll onto our left side, our yin side. Take a breath or two here. And we'll press ourselves up, lead in a seated position. Let's bring our palms together. Just create a little bit of heat. You might like to make a small intention to take out the rest of your Sunday, bringing the palms to the face. And let's join the hands together, just expressing gratitude for practicing each day and the shared energy of practicing with each other. Namaste.